Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Look, if you've been caught up in all the hype around vibe coding lately, but you actually want to build something way outside the video editing space, we're talking a mobile app, a video game, or maybe a full-blown business website. You're probably sitting there wondering, is Google Flow really the right tool for me? Well, today we're going to clear all that up and figure out exactly what you need to start building. So let's just address the elephant in the room right off the bat. Can vibe coding build apps? The short answer, based on Google's recent announcements, is no. Vibe coding is specifically built for video and visual creators. But hey, do not worry, because Google just dropped an absolute arsenal of other AI developer tools that can build exactly what you're looking for. To break this all down, we're going to take a sort of choose-your-own-adventure approach today, looking at the exact AI tools you need for your specific non-video projects. Let's start by tackling the whole vibe coding question. Vibe coding sounds like this magical spell that can just conjure up anything, right? In reality, it's a bit more specific. Basically, it means building software by describing it in plain English instead of, actually typing out lines of syntax. But here's the kicker. Google specifically introduced this as a feature inside Flow Tools for a very specific type of creator. Someone who's always wanted custom tools, but could never really justify sitting down to learn how to code. And that brings us perfectly to Google Flow and its focus on visual creators. What's super interesting here is who vibe coding was actually built for. We're talking filmmakers, visual artists. Because Google Flow is a dedicated ecosystem for video creators, its vibe coding feature is laser focused on generating visual tools right there inside your video editor. The use cases Google showed off, entirely visual. Stuff like custom video resizers, original color shaders, or visual effects generators. So the crucial takeaway here is this really clear line in the sand. You use Google Flow and vibe coding strictly for video effects. But, and this is a big but, if your goal is to build non-video projects using plain English, Google has launched completely separate, highly specialized AI tools just for you. For instance, let's talk about games and software with Anti-Gravity. If you want to build a standalone desktop app or even a video game, Anti-Gravity 2.0 is your new best friend. The old version looked, frankly, exactly like a complex programmer's screen. Files, messy code, a giant terminal window. But 2.0, they've stripped all of that away entirely. Now the interface is basically just a simple chat box. It literally looks like WhatsApp. But under the hood, you've got multiple AI agents working in parallel, tackling different pieces of your problem all at once. Check out this absolute magic. Testers literally typed in one single sentence asking for a Chrome Dino Infinite Runner game that plays itself with a cyber theme. Boom. Within 4 seconds, the AI wrote out a complete plan for the visuals, the self-playing brain, the retro sounds, and just started building it. And get this, when the game crashed at first, the testers didn't even touch the keyboard. The AI agents automatically investigated the crash, fixed the obstacle detection logic, and repaired the bugs completely on their own. Zero manual coding for a fully working game. Crazy, right? Moving right along, let's look at app design with Stitch. Now, if you're building an app interface, Google's AI-powered UI design product is called Stitch. And wow, they just gave it 5 major upgrades. First up, streaming canvas. This means designs actually render live in real time as the AI makes them, so no more waiting around for a big loading bar to finish. Then there's flexible import, which lets you skip the dreaded blank page entirely and start right from a Figma file or an existing codebase. But my absolute fave? In-place AI edits. You can literally highlight one single button on your screen and rewrite just that specific part with a quick prompt. Throw in real HTML animations for prototypes and full codebase syncing, and it's basically a superpower for anyone designing their own products. Next up, websites. Let's talk about Pomeli. If you're trying to launch a brand or get a functional website up and running, Pomeli is the tool for you. It features this fully autonomous agent that completely changes what you can accomplish in a single afternoon. First, the Pomel agent builds what they call your business DNA, basically your whole brand identity, just by chatting with you or analyzing your documents. From there, it generates an entire brand book, complete with custom images and fonts. And then, it designs and sets up a fully working website in just a few clicks. It completely eliminates the need to juggle a bunch of different design and hosting subscriptions. Which brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, the plain English era. This democratization of code isn't just for visuals or apps, it even extends into the audio space. If you're a music producer, Google Flow just added a tool called Flow Music, powered by their insane new LIA 3 Pro model. This thing lets you use plain English to edit completely isolated sections of a track, Like you can tell it to swap out a beat drop or, get this, take a rock song and turn it into lo-fi, while keeping the original vocals absolutely untouched. You just describe what you want, like you're talking to a friend in the studio. So to wrap this explainer up, yes, vibe coding inside Google Flow is the ultimate solution for custom video tools. But more importantly, Google has democratized coding across the board. Whether you're firing up Anti-Gravity to code a whole video game without writing a single line of syntax, using Stitch to design a mobile app, or relying on Pomeli to launch a business website over your lunch break, you now have this massive toolkit to build literally whatever you can imagine just by describing it in everyday language. So, I want to leave you with a question. If you could build any app, game, or website today using just plain English, what would you create first? Seriously, let me know your ideas down in the comments below. I always love reading them. And hey, make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into Google's latest AI updates. Catch you in the next explainer.